it's a whole lot of fraction mamas. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I got a shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I got a even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got a and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta, I still gotta. Hey, you must be new in here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is a tie. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Ready.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You look at the Saints defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Young now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. fielded at the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Duggan. They'll get this out to Kamara. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 3. Duggan. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave, and it's third and short. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a third and 3. Duggan now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The Saints going to send out Blake Gillikin to punt on fourth down here. Back deep is Charlie Jones. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face a third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
38.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hey, go steal. Ready?
Young to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Throwing, Young. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Duggan to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Duggan looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Duggan will look to throw this. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talking about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Isaiah Foskey there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
17. Strike. Strike. Cut.
They'll go again with Sanders. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Steal. Check steal. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Check strike.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And they just get the play off. Now Young, and he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Isaiah Foskey in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Duggan. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. Dugan. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dugan. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here to Hill, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Back to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. And they're going to... Now they'll audible to something else. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Dugan. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, Dugan. Completes it to Perry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is pulled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Duggan. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dugan. throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now they'll change things up. Duggan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Now Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Young to throw it. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a yard.
Steal. Check steal. Ready?
Now Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young now. Out to his left. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Young off the play fake. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers. Literally and figuratively.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Ready?
To throw, Young. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Duggan now to throw. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 6. His throw incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Duggan will look to throw this. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Duggan looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Young will set to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play.